guys, it's Miss Coker. Today we are doing lesson 15 in our math, and today is still telling about time, but it's a little bit different. And we're going to also not only are we going to tell time using analog clocks, but we're also going to distinguish between AM and PM. AM is in the morning and PM is in the afternoon and evening. So I want us to look at the time that we have right now on our clock. Our clock here is pointing to the 8, so that's the hour 8, and then it's pointing to the 2, which is 10 minutes after the hour. So it's 8:10. Now, our clock does not tell us right now that if it is AM or PM. That is something that we just need to know by looking outside, by knowing what time of the day it is, and the activities that we're doing that we normally do during that time of the day. So at 8:10, when we get to school, our day starts at 8:10. And is that in the morning or the afternoon or night? It's in the morning. So this would be 8:10 a.m. Okay? Now, let's say we are going to lunch. And our lunch time at school is this time. The hour hand has just passed the what? The 11. And the minute hand is on the 7, which is what minute? Shows 11:35. Now, has it got to 12 o'clock yet? It has not. So anything before 12 o'clock noon is AM. So we go to lunch at 11:35 a.m. That's right. But what about when we go outside to play? We go outside at recess and snack time. The hour hand has just passed what? The 1. And the minute hand is on the 6, which is 1:30. Now, is our recess time in the morning, afternoon, or evening? It is in the afternoon, so it would be 1:30 p.m. Okay? We usually go home at this time of the day, which is the hour hand just past the 3, and the minute hand is on the 2, which is 3:10. Now, is that in the afternoon? Yes, it is. So it would be 3:10 p.m. Now, what about dinner time? Most of us eat dinner. I'm just going to go ahead and say this time. Okay? After we get home, we've done our homework, or we've gone to ball practice or gymnastics or something like that. It's time to eat dinner. And we usually eat dinner around this time. Some of you might eat a little bit earlier. Some of you might eat a little bit later. So, but our hour hand is on the 6, and the minute hand is on the 12, which makes it what? 6 o'clock. Remember, we don't say 6:60 or 5:60. We say 6 o'clock. Okay? Now, is that in the morning, afternoon, or evening? It is in the evening, which is still after 12 noon, and that would be 6 o'clock p.m. Okay, so I want us to look at some pictures and look at the time. Find my markers. Okay, first let's look at our clock. Our clock, the hour hand has just passed the what? The 6. And the minute hand is pointing to the 6, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 6:30. Now, what does she look like she's doing? Looks like the sun is out. Looks like she's getting out of bed. She's stretching. She's yawning. So would this be AM or PM? it would be a.m. So it's 6:30 a.m. All right, let's look at our next time. Okay, let's look at our time. Our hour hand, it's not quite to the 7 yet. And this is sometimes a big mistake that a lot of students have. You have to look that it hasn't quite gotten to that next hour. So it is still past the 6. So it's still an hour of 6. The minute hand is on the 10. And you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, there's 6:50. Let's see what she's doing. Looks like she's eating cereal, or she is having oatmeal, bananas. It looks like she has a book out, maybe ready to go to school. So is this morning or afternoon? It is morning, so it would be 6:50 a.m. Okay, let's look at our next time. Our hour hand has just passed the 7. And the minute hand is on the 3. That's 5, 10, 15, 7:15. And it looks like she is getting on the school bus. So you get on the school bus in the morning or afternoon. You get on in the morning, which would be a.m. Okay, let's look at our clock at the next one. Our hour hand looks like it's almost on the, oh no, it is on the 8, I'm sorry. It is on the 8. Okay, our did I say a minute hand? Our hour hand is on the 8. Our minute hand is on the 1, which would be not 8:05. Remember, we got to put a 0 in front of it. So it's 8:05. And it looks like she is getting to school. She's waving at her friends. Some are sitting down doing their morning work. Okay, so is this morning or afternoon? We talked about this earlier. Our time starts at 8:10. Hers starts at 8:05, and it is a.m. Okay, now, let's see. Our hour hand is just past the 11. Our minute hand is on the 5, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so it's 11:25. And it looks like here she is eating a sandwich. She's sitting in the cafeteria with her friends. Okay, it's lunchtime. A lot of times people do eat lunch in the afternoon, but it hasn't quite got to 12 o'clock yet. And remember, it is not p.m. until it is 12 noon. So it is 12 a.m. Next time, the hour hand has just passed the 3. The minute hand is on the 4, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So 3:20. Looks like she's gotten off the bus. Looks like she's home. And is that in the morning or afternoon when you get off the bus? And it's in the afternoon. So it would be 3:20 p.m. Okay. Now, the hour hand has not quite got to the 6 yet. It is still it is 5 o'clock in the hour of 5. And the minute hand is on the 9, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So it's 5:45. Her family is sitting down at the table. Looks like they're eating spaghetti and meatballs. And so when do you eat dinner after you're home from school? That is in the after or evening. It's in p.m. And our last one here is the hour hand just past the 8. The minute hand is on the 7, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And she has gone to sleep. The moon is out. It's dark. Do you go to sleep in the morning, afternoon, or evening? You go in the evening to go to sleep. So it's 8:35 p.m. Okay. So I'm going to show you the problem sets that look very similar to what you will be doing in your assignment. Okay, it says decide whether the activity below would happen in the AM or PM, and you're going to circle the answer. So you're waking up for school. Is that in the AM or PM? AM is morning, PM is afternoon or evening. You wake up for going to school in the AM. Eating dinner. Okay, dinner is after you get home from school, homework, that kind of thing, so it would be PM. Reading a bedtime story. Okay, your bedtime would be in the evening, so PM. Making breakfast, that's what you do right before you go to school in the morning, so that would be AM. Having a play date after school, so after school is your keywords here. Okay, that would be PM. Going to bed in the evening would be PM. Eating a piece of cake, Well, some would argue eating a piece of cake for breakfast is not so bad. But usually you eat a piece of cake, I'd say in the afternoon for a snack or maybe for a dessert, so we're going to say PM. Eating lunch. This could go either way because a lot of times at school we eat our lunch in the morning, but a lot of time people don't eat lunch until noon or 1 o'clock, so we're going to say PM. Okay, the next sheet is also on the problem set. It says draw the hands on the analog clock to match the time on the digital clock. So here's your digital. We talked about digitals being alarm clocks, clocks on your iPads or your phones, that kind of thing, and then your analog clocks are like the clocks that are in our classroom. So you're going to draw the hands on the analog clock to match the time on the digital clock. Then circle AM or PM based on the description given. You're brushing your teeth after you wake up. And so that's 7:10. So our hour hand is going to be pointing to the 7. Remember, our hour hand is shorter. And then the 10 is not going to go to the 10 here. Remember, we count by 5s for minutes. So 5, 10, it would go right here to the 2. And its minute hand is longer. So 7:10 and you wake up and you brush your teeth, it is in the morning. You're finishing your homework at 5:55. So your hour hand is going to go between the 5 and the 6. It's going to go a little bit closer to that 6 because it's almost 6 o'clock. And then 55, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. That minute hand is going to go right here. And if you're finishing your homework, usually you're doing that after school, and that's PM. Okay, write what time you might be doing if it were AM or PM. Okay, so this is what time? 7 is the hour. The minute hand is on the 12, which is 0. So if 7 o'clock in the morning, you might be eating breakfast. I am getting ready for school. Usually it's 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 p.m. you might be taking a bath for bed. Okay. All right, what time does the clock show here? So the hour hand is almost on the 4. So it's not quite on the 4. It's not quite 4 o'clock. So the hour hand is on the 3. And the minute hand is 3, what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So it's 3:55. So let's look at what you're going to be doing. Very similar to what we just did. You're going to be circling the activity if it's AM or PM, if it's an activity you do in the morning or afternoon or evening. Remember, afternoon or evening would be PM. So I'm going to just choose after school dance class. That is not in the morning, it's in the evening. Okay. You're waking up in the morning. There's your keyword morning, so it's AM. Okay. So you're going to do the rest of those by yourself. Write the time displayed on the clock. Then choose whether the activity below would happen in the AM or the PM. So you're brushing your teeth before school. The hour hand is pointed to the 7. The minute hand is pointed to the 12, which makes that 00, so 7 o'clock. You brush your teeth before school. That's in the morning. The hour hand is just after the 8 here, and the minute hand is on the 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 8:25. You're eating dessert after dinner. 8:25 would be PM. And then the other side you had was you're going to draw the hands on the clock, and then you're going to tell me if the activity is AM or PM. Things that you would be doing at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the evening, 4:30 in the morning. I'm hoping you're doing this at 4:30 in the morning, because that's what I'm doing at 4:30 in the morning, or in the 4:30 in the afternoon. Okay, guys? If you have any questions, you can rewatch this video. You can look at the video from Embark. You can look at the Google Slides from Embark as well. Or, as always, you can give me a shout, and I will do my best to help you. Hope you're staying safe and staying healthy. Wash your hands and help your parents, and be good. And read, read, read. I love and miss all of you.